Good morning, all of you. So, here is the quote of the day. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful definitions. So, always keep this in your mind. Difficult road or the difficult paths always take you at your beautiful destination, or we can say at your beautiful goal. Okay. So, with this motivational quote, we will start our today's session. So, students, in last lecture we started with the new act, which is Narcotic Drug and the Psychotropic uh, Substances Act 1985. Okay, so uh, in this act we already discussed the history, introduction part, and some of definitions regarding the Narcotic and the Psychotropic Substances Act. So, in today's lecture, we will discuss some more definitions related of the act and that rule. Okay, so first of all, we will see the definition of opium. What is meant by opium? Okay, so let's see. Opium means the coagulated juice of the opium poppy plant, and okay, so it is a basically coagulated juice of the opium poppy plant, which is you people already seen or the discuss in your pharmacognosy part or the pharmacognosy textbook. Okay, so any mixture with or without any neutral material of the coagulated juice of the opium poppy, but does not include any preparation containing not more than 0.2% of the morphine. So any type of mixture or the substance or the material containing of the opium poppy plant, okay, any part of the opium poppy plant without excluding seeds, okay, excluding seeds, any part of the opium poppy plant is uh, considered as a opium. Okay, and but one condition is there, that is it includes any preparation containing not more than 0.2% of the morphine. Okay, it should be uh, less than the 0.2% of the morphine is there. Okay, so it is related of the opium, or we can say that substance or that mixture as a opium. Next one is opium derivative. So what is meant by opium derivative? So opium derivatives are medicinal opium. Okay, the medicinal part or the medicinal part of the opium is called as opium derivative. Then prepared opium collected from the, or we can say crude opium collected from the plant, and it is prepared as the final product. Then phenanthrene alkaloids such as morphine, codeine, thiamine, and their uh, salts. Okay, so that substances are also considered as a opium derivatives. Okay, then diacetyl morphine, which is also called as heroin, and its salt. Then all preparations containing more than 0.2% of morphine or any amount of diacetyl morphine. So, students, here are the some different type of derivatives are there, which are considered, or we can say collectively considered as a opium derivatives. Okay, so it all this includes, and it collectively called as the opium derivative. It may contains the medicinal plant of the opium, then the prepared opium, then the different type of alkaloids related to the morphines, uh, then the codeine, then the theanine, and their salts. Then it may contains the heroin, and also it may contains the diacetyl morphine. That all substances are called as the opium derivatives. Okay, so let's see next definition. Next definition is the opium poppy. Okay, so opium poppy is a basically plant of the species Papaver somniferum, which is you already discussed in your pharmacognosy. syllabus. Okay, and the plant of any other species of the papaya from which the opium or any phenanthrene alkaloid can be extracted, and which the central government may be notification in the official gazette declares to the opium poppy for the purpose of this act. So we can say that any type the other species from the Papaver somniferum family. Okay, and maybe the government of India or the central government registered that species as under the narcotic drug. That also that substances or that plant also called as a opium poppy. So these are the collectively known as the opium poppy. Okay, so let's see next slide. Next is poppy straw. So what is mean by poppy straw? So poppy straw means the all parts of the opium poppy plant. Okay, but except seeds. Okay, so seeds are not included or the collectively called as a poppy straw. Okay, so except seed, the all parts of the opium poppy after harvesting. Okay, this case is after harvesting from the particular farm. Okay, whether in their original form or the cut form, it may be in their original plant form or it may be in their cut form. Then maybe cut form or the maybe crush form or the maybe in a powder form, and whether or not juice has been extracted therefrom. But not any type of juice should be extracted from that particular opium poppy plant. So these are called as a poppy straw. Okay, that substances are collectively known as a poppy straw. Then next definition is a psychotropic substances. So which substances are known as a psychotropic substances? Let's see. So it means any substance neutral or the sorry natural or the synthetic. Okay, so any substance which may be natural or may be synthetic, or any natural material or any salt or the preparation of such a substance or the material included in the list of psychotropic substances specified in the schedule. So whatever substances are specified mentioned over there in the schedule under the narcotic substances that may be prepared by or the collected from the natural source or prepared by the synthetic source one. Okay, so that all substances related to the narcotic are known as a psychotropic substances. In short, that substances which are included in a, particular acts of the uh, schedule of the act. Okay, so that particular substances are known as the psychotropic substances. Okay, which forms the psychosis into that particular person. Then next part is a controlled substance. So which type of substances are called as a controlled substance? Upon that, or any type of uh, the substance, upon that government or the central government, or we can say the state government having directly or indirectly control over there, are called as a control substance. Okay, so let's see. Control substance means any substance which the central government may having regard to the available information as it to possible use in the production or the manufacture. So government of India have that particular substances, each and every information regarding the manufacturing or the availability or the harvesting or the storage. Likewise, all information are uh, uh, are related to, or the government are interested in this all type of the information as to its possible use in the production or the manufacture of the narcotic drug or the psychotropic substances, or to the provision of any international convention by the notification in the official gazette declared to the control substances. So any type of substance is there which is related to the foreign affairs regarding to the smuggling. or regarding to the smuggling in a narcotic case. So any type of that substance mentioned by the foreign authority in their official gazetted books related of the narcotic substances, that all substances are controlled over the government of India, or the state government of India, or the central government of India. Okay, so all restricted or the uh, controlled narcotic and the psychotropic substances are comes under the controlled substances. Next next part is authorities and the officers. So for controlling of these narcotic and the psychotropic drugs in with of this act and rule, some of authorities are there, some of officers are there. They are maybe working as a ground level, okay, for the controlling over the all people regarding of this act. So let's see about the authorities and the officers, and these are related of the chapter 2 of the this act. Okay, the central government chapter 2 section 4 to take the measures for preventing and the combating abuse of and illicit traffic in the narcotic drugs. Okay, so government of India under the chapter second and the section 4 takes all the measures regarding the prevention as well as combating. Okay, so government of India interferes with the preventing regarding the abuse forming drug as well as the illicit traffic. So what is meant by illicit traffic? Illicit traffic means the carrying or the transportation of the drugs, or the collection of the drugs related of the narcotic. So that is called as the illicit traffic in the narcotic drugs. So all that related uh, things may be authorized or the prevented by the uh, central government of India. Okay, then coordination of the action by the various officers, state government, and the other authorities under this act or under any other law for the time being in force relating to the enforcement of provision of this act. So some of government officers may be there. It may be appointed by the central government or the state government, and that particular officers may control over this act and rules regarding of the psychotic or the narcotic drugs. Okay, then the obligations under the international convention, if international interference is there related of the import or the export regarding of the narcotics, then assistance to concerned authorities in the foreign countries and the concerned international organization regarding the prevention and the suppression of illicit traffic in the narcotic drug and the psychotropic act. If any type of convention is happens over there regarding the narcotic with the foreign countries, in that case the different type of concern give assistance regarding to in that case for the foreign authorities to solve that particular case. This is also one of the duty of the our government or the central government. Then the identification, treatment, then education, after care, then rehabilitation and social interaction of the addicts. So whatever or the whomsoever person is addicted, or it may be addicted with that particular psychotic or the narcotic drug, so this is the government's role and the responsibility to identify that particular person, to give treatment to that particular person, then to give or the make educate to that particular person regarding of these drugs. Then after the addiction, government have to take care about that person. Then rehabilitation, that person have to send government at a rehabilitation center, and the social reinteraction of that particular addicted person. So that all this type of roles and responsibilities of the central government of India. Then such other matters for effective implementation of this act and the preventing and the combating the abuse of narcotic drug and the psychotropic substances and illicit traffic therein. So any type of preventing or the combating of abuse, forming narcotic drugs and the psychotropic substances and illicit traffic, this all type of that things should be prevent and controlled by the government of India, or maybe by the state government of India. So these are the some government of India. So mostly here role is the government of India's role. Okay. So the central government is maybe there, or the state government may be there to directly control over this narcotic related activities. Then next part is officers of the central government. So which type of officers are there to controlling over this act? So first is, under the provision of this act, the central government may appoint narcotic commissioner and such other officers as it thinks fit. So any type of other than narcotic commissioner, any type of officer, central government may be appoint as per their need, okay, to control over this act, or the to control or to stick people to this act. Okay, then to perform the function relating to, so what type of function government uh, should be performed? So supervision of the cultivation of opium poppy. So all type of cultivation is supervised by the central government of the state government in that particular area, particular farming area. Okay, then the production of the opium after cultivation, the production, uh, the whole type of the production is supervised by the central government or the state government. Then the other functions as may be instructed to him, central government. So any type of the work or the things explained by the central government to that particular officer or the person to act with this rule and the act of the narcotic drug. Okay, so so these are the some officers which are directly works as a ground level to functionalize better for this act. Okay, so next part is the narcotic drug and the psychotropic substances consultative committee. So that a particular committee was set under the chapter 2nd and section 6 of the narcotic and the psychotropic substances act. So the central government may constitute by the notification in the official gazette an advisory committee to be called the narcotic drug and the psychotropic substances consultative committee. So this committee was appointed by the central government, okay, and it is a notified committee under the official gazette, okay, and it is a particular advisory committee. Okay, so it is advised to the central government regarding of related of this act. Okay, so hereafter in this section referred to as the committee. So it is referred into this act as a committee only. Okay, so to advise the central government on such matters relating to the administration of this act are as referred to be it by the central government from time to time. So any type of improvement is there, improvement is required there in this act. So in this particular activities to the revise or the improvement of the act, so for the advice regarding of the improvement or the uh, to change or to make over of this act, for this purpose that particular narcotic drug and the psychotropic substances consultative committee was established. Okay, so main function of this committee, NDPS consultative committee, is to advise to the central government in the case of or the uh, whatever happening with this narcotic and psychotropic substances act. Okay, so next is uh, here is the some flow chart is there of the process. So what type of process is going on there? related to the narcotic and the psychotropic substances. So first of all, any type of narcotic or the psychosis forming drugs are uh, cultivated in any type of approved farms. Okay, and after maturity, that particular crops are harvested, and after harvesting they were purified. After purification, they were sent to the manufacturing of the different type of the narcotic products. Then it all process, harvesting and the purification process is going on under the laboratories supervision. So laboratory means the person which is having the role like a watchman. Okay, so that person is supervise whole the process, cultivation, farming and purification, all process is supervised by the laboratory. Okay, then after harvesting and the manufacturing, the district opium officer is there, which is control all the districts narcotic related issues. Then after the manufacturing or the purification, it will be sent to the factory for the sale and the export. And it is sale and export is directly controlled by the central government of India. Okay, and mostly two major industries or the uh, locations are there in India which are working with related of the narcotic drug, which is one of the Ghazipur is there. Ghazipur is famous for the manufacturing and sale of the that particular narcotic drugs. Okay, but it is a under the central government's supervision only. And another one is Nimach, which is associated or the located in a MP or the Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so at this place the only manufacturing is happens over there related of this particular narcotic substances. So this is this is the different type of definitions as well as processes, then officers related of the narcotic and the psychotropic substances act. Okay, so students, remaining part we will discuss in next lecture. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you.